Welcome to Be the Light 365. I'm Pastor Jay. We're in Matthew chapter 27 now, and we're in verses 1 through 8. Now it starts out as the chief priests, they've already rung these accusations against Jesus to put him to death. So they go ahead and they bring him over to Pontius Pilate, who is a Roman governor. Well, during this time, Judas sees what's going to happen to Jesus, that he's going to be condemned and crucified. So he repents, goes into the temple, tells them he's ashamed of himself, and tries to give them the money back. They wouldn't take it. He threw it down and says, I can't do this. Went out and hung himself, is what it said. Well, during this time, the leaders of the temple said, well, we can't put this money back into the treasury because it's blood money, what it is. So what they decided to do is buy a potter's field to bury strangers in, and that's where Judas is buried at, actually. This brings back to Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 11, 12 through 13 says, And then I said unto them, If it is agreeable to you, give me the wages, and if not, refrain. So they weighed out him the wages for 30 pieces of silver. Does this remind you of something? And the Lord said, Throw it to the potter. And the principals and price that it set on, so they threw it to the silver to the potter for the house of the potter. That's why it's called the potter's field, because they went back and actually used an Old Testament. It's funny how this was all done through Scripture and through prophecy, and they were even doing it to themselves. So it's kind of neat how it goes back and forth from the Old Testament and New Testament. But what you're learning here is, about Judas. Judas did something he shouldn't have done. He went out and hung himself. He repented. He felt bad for it. Instead of coming to Jesus and saying, look, forgive me, he didn't. He didn't come back. What he did is he gave up and just decided to end it all. And that's why you have to think about it. Jesus is always forgiving. No matter what you've done, he will forgive you. He is the forgiving God. He is a loving, caring, forgiveness, gracious God. So if you do something wrong, just come back and ask for forgiveness.